Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite, I am Jim Ross, here with Ashley Williams and with Taz. And today on Dynamite or Might, we're going to see the ongoing hang-up between Kenny Omega and Amora, Jim Ross says. And no, I don't think she's a Fatu or a Maivia or a Mafuta. I don't think she belongs to those kin. No, I don't think so, Ashley Williams said. I don't think she belongs to any of their kin. I don't really think so. But I do know that Kenny Omega got 2 wins over him. And I do know that she's not been happy with it ever since. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Taz says. Sooner or later, Kenny Omega was going to get his edge back. He was going to get his wins back. And he did it here. He started doing it. Well, he hasn't kept his oath, Ashley Williams said, about becoming. He told everybody he was going to win the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. That didn't happen. I mean, yeah, he is a former TWF heavyweight fighter, but that's about it. And a former 2-time TWF 24/7 fighter. Ashley Williams said. Yeah, and you forget he's an AEW heavyweight fighter, IW heavyweight fighter, AAA heavyweight fighter, NJPW heavyweight fighter, PWG heavyweight fighter. So, why do I look like I'm far away? With how far I can get far away from this brings me down. So, today it looks like I'm doing so great. I'm on cloud 9, if that's even that's a thing. Well, so, yes, I don't have the Young Bucks with me. We didn't get their toys yet, but they're coming one day. But I didn't need the Young Bucks. I didn't need the Good Brothers to do what I did. I mean, I beat this woman named Mora. Who is she a Fatu? Is she a Maivia? Is she a Mafuta? I don't think. Oh, the truth is, the Jackal says, don't care if she is or she's not. Kenny Omega said, what she is a loser. Yeah, Kenny Omega, sooner or later you're going to get you'll get your edge back. And you're going to go after Jack Sparrow one day, right? Like I say, when I shoot, I don't miss, Kenny Omega says. You only play yourself. And I am the A fighter, Kenny Omega says. I don't care what Carmelo Hayes says about the A fighter. Alright, so, the Jackal says, we got this Amora bitch behind us. We're now going to look ahead to become the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. We hope to get the Young Bucks in the TWF one day when we get their dolls. And we get down to, did you forget about me? Oh, isn't it the Sola Sokoa wannabe? We didn't forget about you, Kenny Omega says. I was done with you. I mean, I beat you. 1, 2, 3. 2 times I beat you. You should know by now you can't beat me. That's bullshit, and you know it. You only beat me because the Jackal, or Osiris, or Don Covens, whatever you want to call them, helped you. What's the experience about that? And I am not Solo Sokoa wannabe. I told you that. I'm not a Maivia. I'm not a Fatu. I'm not a Mafuta. So I didn't start that shit either. But I am gonna beat you both up, Kenny Omega. You think you're so great. But you're not. You only beat me because you got help from the Jackal or Osiris. That's the only way you ever beat me. You didn't beat me on your own. Alright, Astronema says. This is enough. Yeah, we're done listening to bitching, Eclector says, and ranting. No one in the TWF wants to hear you folks bitch and rant. So the way I look at it is that I'm sick of the bitching. I'm sick of the ranting. Look, I am the nearest thing to Adam Pearce and Shawn Michaels we got in the TWF. I am the nearest thing to Scott D'Amore and Dean Hill we have in the TWF. Alright? I am sick of your bitching and your ranting. Oh, I didn't win this winnings. Oh, the match didn't end the way I wanted. Oh, I want to fight for this. I want this. I want that. You should be lucky I don't fire you all or have you hung up, held up. I'm sick of your shit. No one ever asks me how my day's doing. Hey, Astronema. Hey, Corone. How you been doing lately? Hey, you all know you might be the Stephanie McMahon offshoot in the Mic Keepers world. But no one ever asks me how I'm doing. No one asks me how I'm feeling. Yay, how's Ecliptor doing? How's Godzilla and Andros doing? What about Elgar? What about Sarah? Hey, how about all the my other kin? How are they doing? No one asks me how I'm doing. Never asks how any of them are doing, right? Never asks about about TJ and Carlos and Ashley and Cassie and Zane. Never asks about them, right? You never ask about Leo and Mike and Kendricks and Maya. You never ask how they're doing, right? No. You never ask how I'm doing. I'm dealing with your bullshit. Both of you all wrestlers bullshit. Ever since I came to the TWF back in the end of December of 2020, bullshit. Then when I was the under matchmaker, don't forget that, underneath Kurt Angle and then Steve Austin, until I got named to take over as the main overseer and matchmaker of TWF in July of last year. So here's what we're gonna do, Astronema says. You're gonna shut the fuck up. You're gonna fight Kenny Omega. Mora, you shut the fuck up. Kenny Omega, you shut the fuck up too and you wrestle. Yeah, Ecliptor said. We're sick of hearing folks bitch and rant. Oh, this is unfair. Life is unfair. You know? So get a fight more in this ring now. You gotta hang up, we gotta talk about? No, Astronema. No, Ecliptor. Well, great. Let's go. Yeah, no fast counting. Geez, Jim Ross says. Did Astronema wake up on the wrong side of a bed, Jim Ross says? Or is it that time in a month? I don't know, Ashley Williams says. And why is Ecliptor all angry? Did someone give him did he end up getting some kind of update that made him become a wretch? Ashley Williams says. I don't know what happened to Astronema or Ecliptor. Taz says, I'm glad I'm not the one getting the receiving end of that. Well, right now, Mora taking down Ashley Williams, taking down Kenny Omega, the former AEW heavyweight fighter in a bind right now, Jim Ross says, a drop kick. It is true, Jim Ross said, that Kenny Omega only beat her with the help of the Jackal, or Osiris, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, well, if you were in AEW, they'd be getting all over you saying, don't call him the Jackal, don't call him Osiris, call him Don Covens, they would say, Ashley Williams says. But yeah, the truth is Kenny Omega only beat Amora with the help of the Jackal, or Osiris, or whatever you want to call him. Ashley Williams says, in a takedown. Well, I can tell you one thing, Taz says. Kenny Omega, he don't need anyone's help. At the end of the day, Amora was fighting Kenny Omega, not the Jackal, not Osiris. You know? Why don't she just admit that she can't beat Kenny Omega? Why don't you just come out and say, Kenny, you're way more hot, you're more over than me. You're more higher than me. You're the greater wrestler. You're the greater fighter. Taz says. right now. He's in a hang up right now. Oh, the Jackal again. Bam! Amora just knocked the Jackal down. Kenny Omega just took down Amora. Once again, Kenny Omega is going to beat Amora here. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Kenny Omega. And now Kenny Omega and once again, Kenny Omega beats Amora with the help from the Jackal, or a help from Osiris, whatever you want to call him, Jim Ross says. At this time, I don't really care. And now Amora is not happy at all. Once again, Amora says, I just got fucked over by Kenny Omega with the help of the Jackal, or Osiris, or whatever you want to call him. You weakling! You can't beat me without the help of your business overseer. And Astronomer, I want another match with Kenny Omega. I don't care if you're having a bad day. I want another match. Well, Gorilla Monsoon now is going to talk with Amora now. Whatever her name is. Alright, Mora. It seems that things are not going the way you want them to go, Gorilla Monsoon says. You just had a really bad day. You lost to Kenny Omega again with the help of the Jackal. Yeah. It seems that the only way Kenny Omega is beating me these days, or beating anyone these days, Gorilla Monsoon, is with the help of the Jackal, with the help of Osiris, whatever you call them. You know, I believe if Kenny Omega didn't have the Jackal, didn't have Osiris with him, he wouldn't beat me. And I don't know what Astronomer or Corone's hang up is. I don't know if she's having a bad day, woke up on the wrong side of bed, kind of month. I'm sorry I never asked how you're feeling, Astronomer or Corone. Forgive me for that. But I do think it's unfair when you put in all the time in, you're beating someone down, and then out of nowhere, their overseer does one fucking thing, and then they beat you. So I do think it's unfair of what I have to go through, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, I can tell you one thing, Amora. I don't know if you're going to get another match with Kenny Omega. But I do say it sucks that Kenny Omega has been beating you with the help of the Jackal. And we all saw it. We all know what happened. And I hope you get another match with him. Because I know if you do, you will beat him. You're right, Gorilla Monsoon. If I get another match with him, I will beat Kenny Omega. With or without the Jackal. With or without Osiris. I will beat him. You're not unbeatable. You're not unyieldable, Kenny Omega. You're just a fuckhead. Well, that was my talk with Amora. Back to you, Jim Ross. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Amora here today on Dynamite. Before we go, Jim Ross said, I just learned that they have been taught. I just learned that Astronomer Corone, whatever you want to call her, has been that a word has been sent by the force setter of the TWF, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and it reads, Jim Ross says, Astronomer and Corone today said some stuff on the show that she had or was not the right time or the right stead to bitch or rant. She said she was sick of bitching and ranting, but she was bitching and ranting herself. She was unskilled of how she handled both Amora and Kenny Omega as well. I do understand that some folks sometimes have bad days. Things don't go their way. Sometimes you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Sometimes but you should always never ever get angry when you're at work. We will be looking into Astronomer and her behavior and hope that that this is a one-off, because I would hate to have to fire her over this, this one-off. Since truly, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, force setter of the TWF. Well, that's the note. That was the facts, or whatever. Whatever came through. That's what I read. And it also seems. Well, hold on here. Ashley Williams said there's one more little thing, Jim Ross. It seems that the leadership team will also be under Seeking Astronema to see if she is all right, and to understand why she chose to be unskilled and why she gave in to such behavior. Well, that's all the time we got here for TWF Dynamite or Might. I am Jim Ross for Ashley Williams and Taz. We hope you like Dynamite or Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact on XS TV or Smash and Inside Farce here.